I see that there are still a few of you logging on, but it's very exciting today. We have already done one live training session at the most beautiful Bushmans Kloof property, but due to popular demand, we're doing another one, and we're very lucky to have Sally Gray there today. So, Sal, there's already about 65 people on, so just shows you the interest, which is just so stunning. And it's a property that is so different to the other properties that, for example, 12A and Oyster Box. But what I'll do is I see around 65, there's one or two still joining, but we've got a beautiful background. So, Sal, I'm happy for you to start. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Ange. Yes, it's wonderful to be here up at Bushman's Kloof. I haven't been here for a number of years now, at least 4 years, and we arrived yesterday, and it is and I arrived on an educational. So I've brought 4 people up, 2 from Thompson's, Leon from Thompson's, and Wendy from Thompson's in Cape Town. And it was amazing to travel with them and to arrive at the lodge with them and to see their faces when they walked into this incredible piece of paradise. And they were shocked, because they just said that when they arrived, from the moment they arrived at the gate, they didn't realize how beautiful it was going to be. So that made me so exceptionally proud. So I thought I would do the webinar today from Makana. So Makana is one of the dining areas that we have at Bushman's Kloof. So you can see, I don't want to show me because it's not as pleasant, but so you can see this incredible view of the rocks of the Cedarburg Mountains. And then I'm going to quickly swivel by, and then you can see behind me. So over there is one of our swimming pools. And then behind me, they were doing archery. So I was getting a bit nervous in case one of the arrows hit me, but they seem to have managed to get it under control. So this is our view today from Bushman's Kloof Wilderness Reserve and Wellness Retreat. And I have to say a huge, big thank you to every single person on this webinar if you have supported us and in the past year, especially over lockdown, because this has been one of the incredible success stories over lockdown. I was talking to the CEO of Thompson's Holidays, Joanna Dolph, and we chatted about space being the new luxury. And that certainly is the case at Bushman's Kloof Wilderness Reserve and Wellness Retreat. So I'm going to give you a quick little presentation. I'm going to share my screen. I hope it works. If you can just hold on. Sorry, Ange. I don't know why it went away, but we are here now. So I'm going to go back and share my screen. Yeah. I hope you can all see it.
Yeah, we can see it.
Beautiful. So slideshow. Right, so here we are at Bushman's Kloof. This was the arrival sighting that you would have when you drive in from the entrance of Bushman's Kloof. So this is our incredible piece of paradise. And this is where the main building is and where the rooms are. And you can see this incredible landscape in the Cedarburg Mountains. And in fact, in this picture, you can see just on the left-hand side, I don't know if you can see, but there's our boma, and we are settled in this little oasis in the middle of this incredibly arid landscape, mainly sandstone, but an incredibly arid landscape. This is where I am at the moment. So you can see the boma towards your right-hand side, the swimming pool, and then I'm in the building behind that. And there is this incredible river, the Boentjies River, that runs through the middle of Bushman's Kloof. We are expecting our rains, so that should start be happening from tomorrow morning. And then you can see the incredible gardens that we have behind us at Bushman's Kloof. I posted a lot of pictures on my social media yesterday of this area, because when we arrived, we had a surprise lunch in the walled gardens of Bushman's Kloof, and it was just magnificent, under pecan and macadamia trees, and with lemon trees that are just, they are overflowing with lemons at the moment, and incredible lettuce and our polytunnels. It really is amazing, because that's what Bushman's Kloof is also all about, is been having this from farm to table experience, and ensuring that our guests are served with the freshest and most delicious food. From an accommodation perspective, we are at the main lodge at the moment, and I was chatting to Leon from Gateway Thompson's, and so we're all in luxury rooms. And unfortunately, we were full over the weekend, so we couldn't upgrade to deluxe rooms. But the luxury rooms are amazing. And he also was just saying, it's so wonderful to stay in a room that the majority of your clients or your guests are actually buying, and to experience what they will when they get into the room. Beautiful underfloor heating. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful to go into the bathroom and feel your feet feel like snug as if they're in slippers. So this is our newest acquisition, which is called Cedarburg House. And this is just a stone's throw away from where I'm sitting at the moment. It's a private villa. It has got 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, or both en suite. And this is your private haven. So you get your own vehicle here. We will do a bra for you, for your clients or your guests that are staying with us, their own little private plunge pool. Absolutely amazing. And then, of course, from a family perspective, we don't allow children under the age of 8 years old at the main lodge, but we do allow children of all ages at Kora Lodge. So Kora Lodge is about a 5-kilometer drive from the main lodge, and here we allow children of all ages. So this is 2 main bedrooms and 2 ensuite bathrooms. Then there is a wonderful kiddies loft area in the top of Kora Lodge, where we can take 4 children. And then we have a day room at the back, which can take probably another 2 teenagers as well. So if you have a family with that you want to take with extended family, Kora Lodge is definitely the place to be. And it's one of those private villas where you can do, if you want to do your game drive at 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning, we're happy to do that. We will accommodate whatever you want. I mean, look at this. I love this picture. There's 2 pictures that I absolutely love. And this epitomizes Bushman's Kloof. This epitomizes what the area is around. You can see a little bit behind me in the image in where I'm sitting. But isn't this amazing? So not only from a domestic perspective, from an international perspective, I'm sure I saw the gorgeous Samantha Kiston joining from Thompson's Africa. So Sam, this is also a wonderful venue for international tourists, and we find they stay for a minimum of 3 to 4 nights, whereas the local domestic client would definitely stay for a minimum 2 nights. And it's a beautiful 3-hour drive from Cape Town. You go up and down 2 mountain passes, which are incredible and beautiful, and then you arrive at this incredible peaceful haven that is Bushman's Kloof with these rock formations. Last night, we did a little game drive or nature drive to these Bushman paintings. It's a little bit of a walk, but it's not undoable. So as long as you've got a pair of tackies and you can, I wouldn't do it in a dress, I have to say. It would be slightly not a great sight, but it is so easy to get to, and then so amazing to go and see these paintings. So last night, this exact painting, they were saying that the people that have studied it have said it's between 5,000 to 8,000 years old. I mean, if you put that in perspective, you can see that in this area there were elephants that roamed in the Cedarburg Mountains. And our guide was saying to us last night, Adrian, that these elephants were what the Knysna elephants are at the moment. So that Knysna forest would have extended from Cape Town all the way up to Knysna, and these elephants would have roamed that area. It's just, if you think about it, I mean, 5,000 years old, and these paintings are still going and are still absolutely in pristine condition, making us, a South African heritage site. This is one of our incredible dams. So yesterday, also when we did our nature drive, we were quite full on the Saturday night and the Sunday night. So there were so many people around you doing practicing fly fishing, because the fly fishing at Bushman's Kloof is amazing. So we've got the Clan William yellowfish here, which is a protected species. And that's what Bushman's Kloof is all about, is having these species that we support. So the Clan William yellowfish is one of them, the cedar tree, which is another one, and of course the Cape Mountain leopard. All these various conservation efforts that we have, that you will also find out if you look at the Tread Right Foundation, which of course is the Travel Corporation's non-profit organization, and where we do all of our efforts. And our hashtag is Make Travel Matter, and that forms part of that. And yesterday again, there were people mountain biking, and that's the first time that I've seen that since I've been to Bushman's Kloof. I must have seen about 10 passionate mountain bikers either on the roads or up in the mountains yesterday, and safely being able to go around the reserve. Um, Beautiful antelope species that we have at Bushman's Kloof. So we have the Cape Mountain zebra as well as wonderful herds of eland, incredible springbok, hartebeest, bontebok, who are ravaging the gardens at the moment. We planted an incredible beautiful beds of asparagus and other plants in the walled gardens, and they came in and pillaged 2 nights ago. So bang goes the homegrown asparagus. But again, this is another one of those pictures. I said there were a couple that I thought were absolutely amazing, and this was the other one. I mean, this is one of our extraordinary dining experiences, which is what we call them at Bushman's Kloof. So this is a picnic, and this would be for a romantic. We have a lot of couples coming to propose here from a domestic perspective, and we have a lot of our international guests that love to have these picnics outside near the dam. For lunch today, our little group is going down to the dam, and we're doing a beautiful picnic under the trees there today while we do our canoeing. But I think this is incredibly romantic. This is a sunset evening, a true Bushman's Kloof. And then one of our secret locations, also an extraordinary dining experience. This is where we're dining tonight. So this is one of our surprise locations. It's called Kedora. It's a little shepherd's cottage in the middle of our property. No electricity, no running water. So we do a braai over an open fire, and you've got your private chef and just you. So we do it for small groups. We do it for families, and we also are going to be doing that for our educational. So we're a Virtuosa product. So this is one of the Virtuosa amenities, and it is part of our dining experiences. This is another one of our extraordinary dining experiences. This is Embers, and this is right up in the Cedarburg Mountains. So we were chatting last night about how incredible the stargazing is at Bushman's Kloof, because there's no light pollution. So when you go up to a venue like Embers, you've got a 360-degree view of the Cedarburg Mountains, because it's elevated in the mountain. And that is, and apart from when you're up there, you can see the stars, but when you're going back to the lodge, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump from the main lodge. But this is amazing. There's about 40 steps up to this dining venue. You can see actually the staircase going up. And then, of course, together with the Tread Right Foundation, as I mentioned earlier, and our hashtag Make Travel Matter, this is one of our projects, apart from the Clan William Yellowfish, the Cedar Tree Foundation, and also the Cape Mountain Leopard. This goes hand in hand with the Cape Mountain Leopard project. So we have Anatolian dogs. So in this area, the Cape Mountain Leopard, as everywhere all over the Western Cape, they are highly endangered. And the reason why they're highly endangered is because they are shot by the local farmers, because they, of course, try and kill all the farmers' sheep, and then the farmers shoot the leopard. So what we have done is we've introduced this Anatolian dog project. So we buy these Anatolian dogs and we donate them to the local farmers that are willing to have these dogs incorporated into their flocks of sheep. So these are not domestic dogs. They're quite large, as you can see, and they have an exceptionally loud bark. So what the farmers in the area have done is we give the dog to the flock of sheep, and they are fed and watered, but the dog bonds with the sheep and they become part of their family. So whether it be a person, a stranger, or whether it be a jackal, whether it be a Cape Mountain leopard, when they approach this dog's family of sheep, the dog stands up and becomes very imposing and barks a lot. So this has been incredible in saving the Cape Mountain leopard, in the contribution to saving the Cape Mountain leopard in this incredible area of the Cedarburg Mountains. So it's something that we're really proud of. If you want any further information on that, we're very happy to share with you. We've just donated another 6 puppies to the farmers in the area. So it is a really successful project, and it's something that our CEO, Brett Tolman, is exceptionally proud of. And I think that's me. Ange, I don't know if anybody has any questions.
Thanks, Sal. That was stunning, and I mean the scenery is absolutely beautiful. I was going to ask how far it is from Cape Town, but you did mention it was 3 hours away. So
Yes.
I think, and it's a beautiful drive, so that's perfect. Does anybody have any questions on the accommodation, on anything, on the meals, on the drinks, anything like that?
All meals are included. The drinks are not included, just in case you guys wanted to know about that. So all meals, and believe me, you're
Perfect.
not going to go, you will not go hungry. You eat from the moment you arrive to the moment you leave.
Sally, it's Vanessa.
Hello, Van.
Hi. May I just ask, so if a couple's there and they want to do, say, that picnic down at the water, is that at an additional cost, or does it take up one of your meals? What happens with that?
It takes up one of your meals, but there is a cost to it because there is a cost for the setup. So
Okay.
is that. But don't forget that Thompson's Holidays does have it as a value add on one of your packages. So you
Correct.
have one of your extraordinary dining experiences. It could be anywhere. So it could be in the walled garden, which I have to tell you blew everybody away yesterday. It could be at Kedora. It could be a picnic. You know, it is one of those. So it would be something that when your clients get here, we know that that it is included, and we would maneuver our operation to say, well, there's someone at Kedora tonight, so we'll put you at in the walled garden for that evening.
Okay, so they have a choice. Okay.
Yep.
I see a lot of people are asking you some questions.
Yeah, there's some questions in the box. So
Okay.
let me just go to it here. Sorry, my email came in there. One thing I wanted to know if the roadworks are finally complete.
Yes, Ravi Lee, most beautiful Ravi. They are definitely complete, and they were completed a number of years ago, Ravi. So now we were actually talking about it because in the old days, you had to drive past the Shell service station in Clanwilliam and let your tires down. But that was stopped in about 2013. And also that's because it was also a dirt road. But the roadworks that I think you're talking about, Ravs, were from Piccaninny's Kloof, the Piccaninny's Pass, and those are all clear. So there are no roadworks because that delayed it by at least an hour. So it's absolutely a 3-hour drive from Cape Town. Do I have any pics of the interior of the rooms? Yeah. I absolutely do, but not on this presentation. So I can get those sent to you with pleasure. Ange, I can get those sent to you if you would like.
That would be great. Send it to us and then we'll distribute.
Because they're also on the website as well, but I will get a luxury.
And I'll get it. Yeah, I see it's Jen. So Jen, I'll send it to you.
Okay. Is there
I'm
a
sure
spa?
everybody on the presentation will want.
Yeah.
There is a spa still here. It is absolutely gorgeous. And we also have at our spa, as we have in all the spas in Southern Africa, Tata Harper products. So the people that were on the fam trip today have already had their spa treatment this morning. So that's probably why they were quite energetic while playing archery.
There was a question just on the diets, vegan, halal, kosher, diabetic.
So we're not kosher, obviously, in this area, but we can have kosher food brought in at a cost. Halal, we have so much vegetarian and vegan food here, and also fish. So that is absolutely not a problem. Diabetic, we cater to everything. So the fortunate thing about Bushmans Kloof is that we are close enough to Cape Town, especially for kosher, to get that food driven in if you would like.
Perfect. Activities on site, what sort of activities do you have?
So we do a nature drive. We do, because we call them nature drives rather than game drives, because we don't have the big five. So that is something that you have to bear in mind. So we have nothing that will leap on you when you're on your way to your room in the evening. And we also do canoeing. We do fly fishing on a catch and release basis. We do hiking, and we do mountain biking, and those are all offered, and they really are close. So you can literally step out of your room and you walk 50 meters and you're already climbing and hiking up the mountains up behind us.
Fine. Does anybody have anything else for Sally?
What's the weather like?
So the
weather at the moment, I have brought my winter woolies, because everybody in Cape Town, as soon as it hits May, says it's freezing cold. So I prepared for the cold, but today is going to be 28 degrees. Yesterday, there was a berg wind blowing. So traditionally, at the end of May, that is when the rain starts. I did post a lot of pictures on social media yesterday. Already, some of the wildflowers are starting to come out. So June and July are probably the chilliest months. And I would probably say that gets down in the mornings to about 0. But during the day, it can go on a really chilly day. I would probably say 14 degrees and upwards. But you know what the amazing thing is that we have so many incredible fireplaces. Last night we had dinner in front of the fireplace. In the deluxe rooms, you've got fireplaces. So it's really cozy for a wonderful glass of red wine and to hunker down with a blanket in front of the fireplace. And yes, the activities are included in the cost of the accommodation. The only thing that is not included is the alcohol. The best time to visit. So it depends whether you are talking about local or international. So the internationals always come in August, September, and that is because of the wildflowers. So after the rains in the Cape, and in this area of the Cape, we have the most incredible wildflowers in August and September. South Africans come year round, so they either like it when it's really hot, and it can get to be really warm, which is about 40 degrees up here. But then we do have 3 swimming pools, one of which is heated. So it's wonderful to be able to lounge in the swimming pool, and they're all rim flow overlooking the mountains. And then I suppose January, February, March is also amazing. So if you want to know the average length of stay, domestic clients normally stay for about 2 nights, whereas international, so the Americans normally stay for 2 nights. The Dutch, the Germans normally stay between 4 and 6 nights. And then the British tourists normally stay a minimum 3 to 4 nights.
Nice, thank you. Does anybody have anything else for Sally? No, there's another one for you, Sal. Oh, recording. Okay, yes. The recording will go on YouTube. We'll upload it by tomorrow. Anything else? Let's have a look. No, looks like we've covered everything. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And enjoy your stay, Sal. Looks stunning.
Yep, I'm battling, of course, as you can imagine, but I'm managing. It's a
hard life.
It's a hard life, but I'm managing to battle my way through.
Well, eat for us and enjoy.
I will. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for your support, and we'll chat soon.
Thanks, everyone. I'll see you.